Everybody in the stadium on their feet. It is a colorful sight. Thousands upon thousands of orange and blue shakers, and several crimson and white ones, too. The kick by Karkoska will be fielded at the 6-yard line by Palmer. Speeds to the 10, heads to the far side of the field, upended at the 20 and dropped at the 23. Malone replacing Palmer at wide out. Here's a possession play. Give to the tailback, looking for room across the 30. Down he goes at the 31, short of a first down. Third down, about 2.5. The ball just shy of the 40. The snap to White. Rolls right. He's in trouble. He's hit, and down he goes. Back inside the 30-yard line. He is sacked by Andre Royal, who reached out and grabbed him by an ankle. 3rd and 10 at the Alabama 29. Trips to the left. One setback. Barker to throw. His pass is through the hands of David Palmer at the 35-yard line, throwing into the near boundary. Has him in the eye set. The ball at the left hash mark. Auburn moving left to right. White fakes the toss sweep. Rolls out on the bootleg. Pump fake's going to run. White looking for a block. 40, 45, 46-yard line. Stan White on a well-executed bootleg. Rolled to his right. 6:44 left in the opening period. No score. White again will run from the shotgun. Alabama shows him a 5-man front line. Here is White. Going to throw out in the flat to Richardson. Richardson at midfield looking for a block. Sidesteps the tackle. Spins away from another 45 to the 40. And Tony Richardson has a first down on a brilliant run. Down to the Alabama 36, a 15-yard gain. Bostic the tailback. Reed McMillan now in at fullback. A new set of downs for the Tigers. White play fakes to the tailback. He's in trouble. Nunnally's after him. He throws behind the line to Bostic. Racing, trying to break tackles. Won't get away. He'll lose about 5 or 6 yards. Back to the 41.
The longest field goal attempt that Scott Etheridge has on the season is only 43 yards, so this will not only be his only 50-yard attempt, but the only one of over 43 yards.
52-yard try. Renfield is in to snap. There's a spot. The kick is away. Wind is at his back, and there's a penalty marker down in the end zone for whatever reason. I have no idea. The kick is no good. It apparently is against Alabama. They had 12 men on the field. Alabama had 12 men on the field. Let's give Bostic 2 yards to the 18, where it's 2nd and 8. No score in the ball game. 3:54 opening period. White's going to take it straight up the middle out of the shotgun to the 15. White's to the 11 and close to a first down. White takes the snap. Rolling left, looking to throw. Floats one in the end zone. It is caught, I believe, but out of the end zone. Caught, but out of the end zone by Frank Sanders. 23 yards. Well, the first one didn't count because Alabama had the penalty. Chip shot for Etheridge here. Well within his range. Not much of an angle. The ball pretty well in the middle of the hash marks. Carter puts it down. Kick is away. That kick is good. And Auburn has the lead on Alabama with Lynch and Anderson in the backfield in the eye. Anderson on the toss sweep, looks for a hole, got one. Got 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards out to the 35-yard line. Sherman Williams now at tailback for the first time for the Crimson Tide. There's a fake by Barker, rolling left. Barker's in trouble, sidesteps one man, throws to Palmer over the middle. Palmer's got the step to the 40. He's to the 45. Palmer's to the 50, breaking tackles into Auburn territory, down that sideline to the 42-yard line and out of bounds. Auburn rushing 5 men. Backs are split. Barker retreating, pump faking, again sidestepping a tackle and throwing down in the end zone and overthrowing Kevin Lee. Pass is incomplete as Lee, the intended receiver, was guarded by Chris Schelling. Hall, Rogers, Brown, and Walters are the backers. Here's Auburn, 1st and 10 at the 20. White toss sweep to the tailback, Stephen Davis. 5 yards, Davis 10 yards, breaking tackle, slamming out to the 35. Give him 15. Alabama in a 3-4 defensive alignment. Out of the shotgun is White. Has time. Shoots a pass. Maybe grabs it for a first down at the 45-yard line. Richardson is the fullback. Up under center is Stan White. Going to toss sweep to Davis. They chop him down. A blitzing linebacker, Andre Royal, was there. And that'll cost Auburn 5 yards, and they'll have to kick it away. From the 29 on the toss sweep to Sherman Williams. The tailback comes out over the 35, and down he goes very hard. Chris Anderson at the 37-yard line.
He's only rushed for 220 yards, has a 3.1 average on the year, but finding the going a little easier so far against Auburn.
Got 8 yards. Here's Williams now in a tailback, and he's going to give on the end-around reverse to Kevin Lee in the open field. 40, 45, 50. Lee may go. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, down this near sideline to the 25, to the 20, to the 10. He is gone. Touchdown, Alabama. 63 yards. They gave on the end-around reverse. Sherman Williams was the tailback. and he gave it to Lee coming back to this near side, and there was no catching Kevin Lee. Richardson is now at fullback. Both ends are split from the I set. Here's a play fake by Stans. Going to set up, throw to this near boundary. He's got Bailey. He's got it at the 39. That's a completed pass. 8 minutes left in the opening half. Stan White asking the crowd for quiet. Double slot left out of the shotgun. Here is White. Four-man Alabama rush. Play clock running down. Takes the snap. Going to give it up the middle. Fullback. Nothing doing. Down he goes. Busted play, I think. Wind in Daniel's face. Daniel kicks from the 35. There's the snap. Not much of a rush, and he kicks an end-over-end boot. Palmer calls for the fair catch. Auburn racing down there trying to down it, and they will at the Alabama 3 or 4. Timeout on the field. Auburn football continues in a moment. Williams, the tailback. Both ends are split. Barker trying to change his play at the line of scrimmage. Can they hear him? No. They break out of the eye. Barker again to throw from the end zone. He's in trouble. Barker goes down. That's an Auburn safety. He was hit from behind by Jason Miska. Auburn has recorded a safety, tackling Alabama's Jay Barker in the end zone. Slot to the right. White from the shotgun. Keeps McMillan in as a blocker. There's a snap to White. He's in trouble. Dodges the rush. White races across the 50. Got a first down to the Alabama 48. At the Bama 48. Bostic is the tailback. Richardson at full. Toss sweep to Bostic looking for a hole. There's not one there, and there's a flag down on the play. Trying to turn the corner to the outside. They had him doubled up. Barker's got one setback. That's Lynch. Slot formation left. Barker wants to throw over the middle. Got Lynch. Lynch behind the line. Sidesteps one man. Comes out over the 20, and he's out to the 22-yard line.
Setting up Alabama with a third and short. Alabama 43% on third down conversions this year.
They need 3. One setback for Barker. Barker looks, throws, passes incomplete as he was trying to dump it over the middle. Both ends are split. White's under center. Here's a toss sweep to Stephen Davis, racing to this near left side, and they hit him, and down he goes. Michael Rogers came up and made the stop after a yard gain. Into the teeth of the wind, and David Palmer lurks back there at the Alabama 35. Daniel, a high snap, and he pulls it in. Big rush, end over end, low kick. It'll bounce at the Bama 45. It'll take a reverse hop and will be downed by Auburn at the Alabama 47 with a 7-5 lead. Here's Barker out of the eye. Barker play fakes to his tailback, setting up, going to throw long down the field. Lee has it at the 20-yard line and down at the 19. Kevin Lee, Palmer on the right side, and on the left flank is Chad Key from the eye. Toss sweep, tailback. Anderson got some room, 15. He's going to go to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Alabama. Anderson, 19 yards for the score. Sanders wide right, wide left. Here's Sean Carter. Up under center is Stan White. Out of the eye, going to give it to Bostic. Bostic trying to get outside, breaking tackles, 25, 30, 35, 36-yard line for James Bostic. White again up under center. Bama rushing 5 men. There's a play fake by White. Setting up, going to throw. Pass is caught up at midfield. That'll be good for a first down to Frank Sanders. In the Alabama secondary, we see that a flag has been thrown. Penalty marker is down. Personal foul against Alabama.
And Alabama knows that as well. Alabama seeing Auburn in a lot of predictable situations in the first half.
Bailey and Sanders, the split receivers to the left. Dorn wide right. Here's a pass over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Carter, but that, Sanders it was. That'll bring on a penalty flag for interference against Alabama. But looks like they're going to go trips to the left. Big bend. 3 wideouts to this near left side. 6 seconds to go. Shotgun attack for White. And he's going to put it up for grabs in the end zone. Big crowd down there. Tipped away by Alabama and incomplete. It was tipped by Willie Gaston, and that's the end of the first half. So Auburn tries the big bend pass, and it does not work. And Alabama takes a 14-5 lead to the dressing room. The Crimson Tide having the better of it in the opening half. Here's that shotgun with wideouts left and right. Dorn is now the tight end. 3rd and 10, the blitz is coming. White dodging one tackler, but throws the ball well under the receiver. Incomplete for Thomas Bailey up at the 25-yard line.
We'll see if the Auburn defense can adjust in the second half.
Lee left, Palmer right, out of the eye. Barker's going to give to the tailback. Up the middle, 40, 45 for a first down or close to it. To the 46-yard line is Chris Anderson. Torres Turner replacing Lynch at fullback. The give is to the tailback. Big hole for Anderson over the 50 and into the Auburn 46. 2nd and 4, Auburn's 46. Give to Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. Flag on the play. He's to the 40. He's to the Auburn 35. He's to the 34-yard line. Flag thrown at the point of the down, and Auburn will be the beneficiary of a call here as Alabama's going to be hit with holding. Move the ball back to the Alabama 45 at 2nd and 13 from there. Barker's going to the air, flushed out of the pocket, sacked. Back to the Bama 35. Loss of 10 yards. 3 wide receivers on this near right side for Barker. 3rd down and very long. The pump fake by Barker, and they sack him again. This time it's Anthony Harris on a delayed blitz. Deal on 4th and 29. Will punt it away, and there's another cannon shot, but this one is a low line drive that Bailey will field at his 26 and pick up a block. 35, he's at the 40, he's at midfield. Deal grabs him from behind and yanks him down at the Alabama 45. Brian Deal, 2nd and 10 play at the Bama 44 from the shotgun. Here's White, looking to throw again. This one to the near side. It's intercepted by Willie Gaston at the Alabama 27-yard line. Cut right in front of Sean Carter and picked it off as he was going out of bounds. And a penalty marker goes down well after the play. I don't know why they threw the flag, but I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike or a personal foul against Alabama. Lee to the right of the short side, and David Palmer on the left flank. That's the wide side of the field. The ball at the right hash mark for Barker. 3rd down and 7 play for Barker. Looking, throwing, pass, caught, and then dropped by Lee, incomplete, of the 26. Slot to the left side. 3rd and 6. White rolling to his left, pump faking, got some room, going to carry it over the 30, the 35, spinning away from tackle to the 40. Great move by Stan White up to the 41-yard line for a 1st down. Stan up under center this time, out of the eyes, going to give it to Reed McMillan, the fullback, and he stumbles across the 50 and falls into the Alabama 45. Here's Bostic back in at the tailback. Richardson replacing McMillan at fullback. A play fake to Bostic by White, rolling to his right, setting up and firing. Pass is caught by Sanders down at the Alabama 30-yard line. The ball at the near left hash mark. Stan White waiting for the snap. He's got it. Alabama's bringing everybody. They hit him. He's going down. Through in desperation. Pass is incomplete. Could have been intercepted. Stan White shaken up on the play. They had him twisted around and pulled him down from behind just as he was throwing the football. White unable to put any weight at all on that left foot. Nix, 6'2", 188, redshirt sophomore out of Rainbow City. And you talk about pressure. White ruled down on the play, losing 4 yards, so it's 4th down and 14 to go. Nix this time will go for it with 6:22 left in the 3rd period. Auburn trailing 14-5. Out of shotgun, Patrick Nix. Alabama bringing everybody. Nix is going to float one for Sanders. Sanders, oh, he caught it at the 2, and he dived in. Touchdown, Auburn! Touchdown, Auburn! Oh, my goodness! Sanders went up over Tommy Johnson or Antonio Langham. He caught the ball at the 2. How he held it, I don't know. Lynch and Anderson are the setbacks. Barker needing 24 yards, going to throw it over the middle. Oh, it's almost intercepted, throwing for Chad Key, who had drawn coverage from the linebacker Harris, and the deflection almost went into the hands of Brian Robinson.
And just out jumped Tommy Johnson for the ball.
2 yards on 1st down. Backs are split. Receiver split for Barker, needing 8 yards. Throwing Palmer, diving catch, but he'll be a yard short of the 1st down of the 44. But Alabama is retreating, and that will take away the pass to Palmer.
Offense, 10-yard penalty, spotted a fall. Repeat 2nd down.
Lynch and Anderson are the setbacks. Barker needing 24 yards, going to throw it over the middle. Oh, it's almost intercepted, throwing for Chad Key, who had drawn coverage from the linebacker Harris. Nix throwing for a touchdown on his 1st snap of the game in relief of Stan White. As a 2nd and 6 situation at his 44. Nix is going to toss sweep to his tailback. Bostic cuts it back inside. 50, Bama 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's to the 32-yard line. Antonio Langham, the last man who had a chance, grabbed his ankle. Richardson's at fullback. Both ends are split. The fake by Nix. He's rolling right. He's throwing on the run. Sanders pulls it in at the Bama 25-yard line and is ridden out of bounds at about the 26 by Langham. Patrick Nix out of Rainbow City, the redshirt sophomore, is going to toss sweep. There's Bostic looking to get outside. He does, turning the corner. 15, 10, 9, 8-yard line. Johnson and Gaston on the tackle of James Bostic. Wide receivers to both sides. Nix is going to give up the middle. It's Bostic, and he's cut down at the 9. Bostic cut to the outside, and Lemansky Hall did a great job. Etheridge having to shield his eyes from the sun. Sets up, waiting for the snap from Brinsfield. There's the snap, the spot. The kick is away. This kick is good. and Auburn leads 15-14. Wideouts left and right. They need 2 yards on 3rd down, and Barker's got time. Going to throw long down the middle of the field. This one's intercepted. Robinson, 40, 45, 50, 45 to the Alabama 43. Flags are down.
After the interception, dead ball fall, personal fall, on the blue, 15-yard penalty, first down 10.
The Alabama defense has been on the field a long time today. Keep in mind, they were on the field over 20 minutes of the first 30 minutes in the initial half.
Bostic, the tailback. Richardson, the fullback. Gibbs going to be to Richardson. He is hit, and they swarm him under after maybe a yard gain to the 49. David Palmer right, Chad Key left. The ball midway between the hash marks. Auburn's got the blitz on. Toss sweep. Sherman Williams hitting the backfield. Keeps fighting ahead, and he's up close to a first down at the 30. Let's see if he's got it. And they'll put him down a half a yard short, or less than a half a yard short, of a first down at the 29.5, and Alabama's going to go for it. Mike Pina hit him first, but he couldn't contain him. Williams did a good job, showed great effort. Williams is lifted from the Alabama backfield on this 4th down and a half a yard play. And they'll go with a pair of fullbacks, Lynch and Turner, and 2 tight ends. Barker's going to give it to Lynch, up and over, did not make it. He didn't make it. They stopped him a yard short. They stopped him. They stopped him. Auburn's got it. Running from the shotgun. Clock running at 8:14. Out of the shotgun, he's got time, and he floats one over the middle to Richardson. Sidesteps one man, 25. Richardson pulls in to the Alabama 20. Eric Dorn, the tight end. Both ends are split away. I formation. Reed McMillan is the fullback. It's going to be the tailback. Bostic, a hole, 15-10. Bostic to 5. Bostic dragging tacklers with him to the 2-yard line. 2.5 yards in from this near right hash mark. Out of the I set, Patrick Nix leaves it with a fullback. And into the 1.5 yard line is Tony Richardson. Do you kick or do you go?
So we've got 4 minutes, 17 seconds and running. Scott Etheridge setting up for his second short field goal attempt of the day.
19-yard try. Actually, he had 2 short kicks in the first half. Slide angle back to the left for Scott. Sean Carter's the holder. Kneeling at the 9. The snap. Dropped it. Carter racing to the outside. Carter running, looking. Will he score? No, he's down at the 1. Running to the wide side of the field was Sean Carter. As the snap was bobbled, he got up and raced to that wide side. Palmer and Malone are the wide out. I formation in the backfield. Again, Barker out of the play fake, going to throw down the middle. Palmer caught it falling down at the 24-yard line. Somebody tipped it at the line of scrimmage. Out of the eye, Palmer with some breathing room now on a first down play. Palmer looking to the side and throwing, and it's an incompleted pass, but have they got a flag on Schelling? Yes, they do. Motion by Chris Anderson to the short side of the field, slot formation to the left. Barker to throw. Barker's going long for Todrick Malone. Ball is intercepted down at the Auburn 30-yard line. It was Del McGee. Del McGee on the interception. 2.5 minutes to play. Actually, 2:32 to go on a first down play. Here up the middle, Bostic, 5 yards, 10 yards, 45, Bostic, 50, Bostic, racing to the 45 to the 40, breaking a tackle to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, I guess that lets you know that the Alabama defense, Jim, was a little bit tired.
Barker, backs are split, slot left, 2 wide receivers, retreating to throw. Barker looking, and he's going long down the field. Can't get it. That's Todrick Malone at the Auburn 30, and he had the step.
Now, Alabama has 3 timeouts. Gene Stallings choosing not to use one.
Quick snap to Barker. Flags are down all over the place. Barker throws over the middle. Chad Key catches it. Key at the 30. Key racing to the sideline, steps out of bounds at the 40, but there are 3-4 flags. Freshman Marcel West, the speedy wideout, is in now on this left flank as Barker on the first down play is going to throw. He is hit just as he got it away, and he is down. Barker was hit very hard, and he is shaken up on the play. Damon Primus unloaded on Jay Barker.
Jim, Jay Barker's left knee is injured, and I mean, that is not a good-looking injury. It's a serious injury to Jay Barker, unfortunately.
Let's hope that young man's okay. You talk about a quality individual. Jay Barker is just a marvelous young man, and hopefully he'll be okay, but I don't think we'll see any more of him today. He is actually going to be carried off the field. He is literally being carried off the field by a couple of his teammates. 2nd and 15 at Alabama's 35. A minute 18 to play for Bergdorf. Bergdorf chased out of the pocket. They sack him back at the 30-yard line. It was Walker and Harris. Key to the right, Anderson in the right slot, Palmer in the left slot, Malone, the wide receiver, to this near side of double wing set. 4th down and 20. Bergdorf forced out of the pocket. Is going to throw on the run over the middle. Great catch down at the Auburn 40-yard line by Chris Anderson, who extended his body. Bergdorf on a 2nd and 10 play. Call it the Auburn 42. One running back out of the double wing. Bergdorf is being chased and pulled down. Sacked by Jason Miska. Back at the 47, 48-yard line. From the Auburn 49, Bergdorf checking out. Crowd on its feet, making all the noise it can, and Bergdorf's going to go down this near side again. This one is tipped away, incomplete. On 4th and 18, that'll do it. Malone, the intended receiver.
Last two attempts, Brian Bergdorf going deep down the left sideline, both plays against Calvin Jackson. Calvin Jackson almost intercepts one, and then he knocks the other one to Todrick Malone away. He is a great cover man for Auburn.
Nick's taking the snap and falling to the ground, and this one's over, folks. Clock is running down. The final seconds. Let's let the crowd count them down for us.